Today we are making 15 bean soup, and everything here is what I'm going to use to make it. I have a couple of onions. These are nice size onions. The bag of 15 beans. And sometimes you can get these and there's actually 16 types of beans in there. We have a smoked beef sausage. This is already cooked. And 2 cans of stewed tomatoes, garlic powder, and Italian seasonings. And I'm just going to prep all this up, and then I'll show you how the soup goes together. These are going to get cut up into bite-sized pieces. And there we go. Now I'm going to give the beans a soak. Okay. Alright, everything is prepped up, and now we're just gonna put it all together in the pot. I have 10 cups of water here. This makes a lot of soup. You can do 8 or 9 cups. And the beans, which have been rinsed and draining, will go in. Then the stewed tomatoes that I cut into bite-sized pieces are going to go in along with the juice that came in the cans. So all that goes in. Then the 2 good-sized onions that I diced go in. And finally, the beef sausage, and I just cut this into bite-sized pieces, and that goes in. The spices I use are going to be garlic powder, and I can always put more in later. I don't want to overwhelm it. And this is Italian seasoning. If you don't have Italian seasoning, do oregano, parsley, and basil. That goes in. I'm going to give this a nice big stir. Let me get a spoon. And that's it. Prep time took less than 5 minutes. And what I'm going to do is put this on the stove, let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to lower the heat and let it simmer for, it's going to be about an hour and a half. After 45 minutes, I'll taste it to see if it needs more garlic powder. I don't put salt or pepper in here, but you certainly can later on. Also, where's my lid? Unless you have the type of pot lid that has the little steam escape thing in it, leave that a little bit ajar, because if you don't, it's going to bubble over on you. So just leave it a little bit on the side. As soon as it comes to a boil, lower the heat, let it simmer for at least 90 minutes, and then we can start checking to see if the beans are done. Well, the soup is done, and you can see, look at how nice and thick this got, and the beautiful color of that broth. It took a little longer than normal. These beans are sometimes done in as little as 90 minutes, but they just actually needed some extra time today, so I left it on for 2 hours. And this soup, thick as it is now, is going to get much thicker overnight after it's in the fridge. So if you need to add a little extra water, you can certainly do that. But look at this beautiful, beautiful broth. You can see it's a nice, chunky, hearty soup. And this is what we're going to have for supper. Give it a try. God bless you.